Every morning Joe grabs his hat and his old blue jeans. Simba's by his side chasing early sunbeams. They ride through the park filming all they see, a man and his dog living wild and free. The average Joe 76, it might sound plain, but his life's a story like a slow refrain. Simba wags his tail, splashing in the stream. Together they're stars on a virtual dream. Click and play, it's a brand new show. Man and his dog always stealing the glow. Training tricks under skies of blue. Simba and Joe making memories for you.
Well, good morning. Average Joe 76. Sitting here getting myself, well, just taking a little break. Fixing to get ready to go to work here in just a few minutes. But you can see who is at my feet this morning. Yeah, my little sidekick. We just went to the park and we walked and jogged and let him get his exercise for today. And he loves it. He sure does. He loves it. Yeah, that's my boy. You can see my trees here. They're gorgeous. Yeah. I love this river maple. This thing is like an umbrella. So we sit underneath here when we can. Let's do a little talking this morning before we go to work. Get an update on Mama and that kind of stuff. Well, I spent last weekend, getting her water and all that stuff cut on, which I did. I mean, doggone, she didn't tell me coming home last night from work that the hose pipe split. She went to take a shower and she had no water. Went out there and checked, and the hose pipe done split on her. Water's running down the driveway in the yard, so she had to cut it off. Bless her heart. I told her, I said, just sell that place, man. Just sell that demon-cursed place and get the hell out. Buy you a little house somewhere in a spot of land. Just sell that damn place. Get out. For years, there's been nothing there but trouble. She's not going to listen to me, but, I told her that anyway. I got bugs all over me. So this weekend, hopefully, I'll be able to get the water situation back going for her. And it has to be this weekend because I don't have enough time during the week. Wife ordered a heating element for her hot water heater and stuff, so hopefully I can put that in. And I got to get a tooth pulled Friday morning, right? Because I don't have $10,000 to a root canal and cap my tooth. I mean, I want to save it, but I also don't want to. Man, when I get ready to walk from work, I want to walk. So I don't want another payment. Does that make sense? $159 a month, 32% interest on that. So I'm just going to have it pulled. As bad as I hate to, I'm going to have it pulled. So I'll have a sore mouth this coming weekend, but I still got to try to get Mama's water back on, try to get her some hot water where she'll live like a decent person, hopefully. It'll never happen for her. I've never seen luck as bad as ours, and especially hers. But anyway, another thing that's going to talk about this morning is all these riots and stuff that's going on everywhere that's spreading. Now it's in Atlanta, Texas, and in Florida. They've been tearing the crap out of California. Well, a lot of it is these third world country people that we're letting in. That's right, I say we the people are letting in to this country. Because this is the only country I know that has a constitution that allows us to defend this country. But we don't. We just let them pour in. Cross our borders, on visas, you name it. We let them come in. So when you let third world in, you get third world results. Most of these people who are flying their different flags from different countries or wearing their shirts with the different country names on it are fatter than hell, especially the women. I just watched a video. The 3 girls in the video that was wearing a Mexico shirt was so damn fat she couldn't even bend over on the sidewalk to put her iced coffee down that we, the working people, paid for, because she ain't got no damn job. She didn't pay for that. We did. So, when it comes to a town near you, and it will eventually, the only one you have to thank for it is yourself. Just like me. We have a constitution. We could have stopped this a long time ago. We didn't. Seen on one of the channels I watched when I got home last night, one of the biggest corporations you shop at is funding a lot of this stuff that's going on. They get money to come do this. A lot of these people are paid to come do this. And have you noticed a lot of them are white people, young white people, that's throwing rocks, bottles, burning cop cars, these little electric cars, I don't know what they're called, set them on fire, setting people's cars on fire. White people. Young, college student-aged white people. There's a few blacks in there, but it's mainly white. Of course, there's illegals and whatnot from other countries mixed in, but a lot of it's whites. And I don't hear nobody talk about that on TV. They're always talking about, well, it's the people from the other country that's here destroying this country, whatever. You know, they're doing the right thing. They're burning stuff. They're tearing stuff up. That's not true necessarily. Because what I've been seeing, I ain't saying that's not happening. Don't get me wrong. They're flying their flags and driving their nice-ass cars where I have to drive a 1999 truck and you pray it starts to get you there and starts to get you home. I've seen some nice vehicles that these people are driving. Like, how are you driving this stuff? But anyway, how you getting that fat? Well, I can tell you how you're getting that fat. You're living off us. That's how you're getting that fat. But anyway, this isn't the end of it. And I'm going to tell you something else. A lot of this is to get your mind, they're causing this stuff, to get your mind off of other things that's happening. Look what's going on overseas. You think that's settled overseas? You don't think that we won't get involved in some of this stuff overseas? We're already involved in it. Right? So they're trying to get your mind off of that to stuff over here that's happening in these cities. So they're trying to make you forget things that's going on. It's a diversion. They're paying a lot of these people to do it. You think they're going to go out there and do what they're doing because, you know, they're protesting for El Mexicano to be over here or whatever? No. Some of them are, but they're getting good money to do it. Just go and look up Veteran Biker and watch his, I believe it's his episode yesterday. One of his episodes. Might have been from yesterday morning or yesterday evening, I don't remember. But he actually shows one of the companies that's funding this, that's posting to get out there and do this. June the 14th is supposed to be a big day. And if I ain't mistaken, that's coming up, what, Saturday? It's supposed to be a big day. They're asking for a lot of people to join in and riot in different cities around this country and destroy it. Because it's the president's birthday and the military, something to do with the military parade in Washington, D.C. Now, I don't usually make this a political channel, but sometimes you got to just sit down and talk about stuff, and that's what I'm doing. I want you to be aware of what's going on. You need to keep your eyes open when you're out running around. I don't care if you in BFE, Tennessee. Doesn't matter no more. You need to pay attention to what's happening. You need to know what's going on around you. Because it's not the same country that our mom and daddy grew up in. It's not the same country our fathers and grandfathers and great-grandfathers fought to be free in these wars a long time before that we were born, some opposite way. And fathers like mine who are Vietnam vets and other veterans of different wars, they didn't die and fight for this country for it to turn into this kind of crap. This green-haired, fat-ass white women and men who look like they just came from Al-Qaeda somewhere to jump around on hoods of cars and burn them and stuff. That ain't why they fought for this country. That's not why we're free. That's not why 1776 happened. Right? If you want your country to be free instead of coming over here and taking ours over that we shed blood for hundreds of years for, why don't you go and fight for your country to make it free? If you don't like what's going on in your country, do what we have done for hundreds of years. Fight to make it free. That's what we did. But again, you let in third world countries, you're going to become a third world country. And that is what's happening to us. And it's happening very, very quickly. Think about in the past, let's just say 5 years now. In the past 5 years, what you've seen happen. How you've seen it change. I got to hop off. I got to get ready to go to work. See, I got to go spend a whole day at work. Right? I got to give half of my check in taxes. Social Security, which y'all never say probably. I do. You think these old fat asses up here that's rioting in these different places got to worry about going to work? No, because I take care of them. You take care of them if you're working. Or if you've retired out and you worked your whole life to retire, draw Social Security or whatever, you are taking care of them. Well, this video might pee off a lot of people. I might lose some subscribers, which usually happens, but that's okay. You know, it's fine. It's just, you got to talk about it, right? We got to discuss it. And you're probably going to start seeing me discuss a little bit more about that because it's probably more important to discuss this than it is seeing me walk around at the park with Simba, even though I love that and filming that. Or see me filming stuff at Mama's place, which I'll keep you updated on. But this stuff is important. If you have family, grandchildren, a mother, father, whatever, you know, you gotta think about this stuff. And if you're out running around shopping or whatever, again, you better keep your head on the swivel. Remember, your Second Amendment rights is the only reason that this country hasn't become worse what it is. Right? Yep. Alright, Average Joe 76. And his sidekick Simba laying in front of me. Y'all like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, all that kind of stuff, and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this situation, okay? Because I love to know what your thoughts are. I love reading comments. I sure do. And if I knew how to, I know how. Let's just, if I had the time where I could stream some of this stuff that's going on live, I would. But some of you may not even know about it. I didn't know what was going on until this past weekend. I stumbled across it. A lot of people still don't know what's going on. There's one of our boys in the military right there flying. As you can hear, that's a big fella flying over. Oh yeah. I love seeing them. Also seen on a veteran biker. They're calling up a lot of people who have retired out of the military. A lot of them have already been called up and they're being sent to different places. Now I don't know, other than what I seen on veteran biker, if that's true or not. But if you go check his podcast out on YouTube, you can send him a message and let him know that Average Joe 76 was talking about him. Maybe he'll send a few people my way. I can use it. Hey, I'll catch y'all later. Y'all stay safe.